Welcome to the Better Things studio. I'm so excited to have you here, and I'm super excited to be back. I've had the biggest mental block ever, but I feel like we're back on our way, and I'm super excited to share some more DIY tips and tricks with you guys. But before I get to that, please do subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, be sure to thumbs up there, notification, or dot that bell thingy, do that thing, and then also keep in touch on the socials. Okay, so today I'm going to show you 3 different ways in which you could make sure that your denim fit in very nice and snug. I find that a lot of the times we can't find denim, especially like with our body shape. Like, I don't know, when you're curvy or when you're a little, like, I know I'm petite but I have curves, it gets very difficult to find jeans that actually fit right, and you kind of just have to sacrifice something. It's either it's too baggy but it fits well, or it's a little bit tight and it goes like, you know, that thing in your bum, that line in your bum, and you just have to be okay with it. Or it's just like, yeah, it's just weird. So I really wanted to show you guys a few ways that you can make sure that you can still wear the jeans that you like, because sometimes the fabric is amazing and the denim itself is cool, it's just the fit sucks, you know. And I feel like more than ever it's happening more often, and we just want to look good, man. It's the festive season, it's cold, it's rainy, ain't nobody got time for wearing shorts and dresses, so we have to make do with my faves, the denim. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways in which you can do it. And yes, so guys, please do not forget to do the latter of what I said in the beginning, the former, I don't know, yeah. Please don't forget to like my video, subscribe, and also please give me feedback if you do try some of my methods. But for now, let's get to it. So I find that the best way to make your jeans fit just a little bit more snug is using a belt that fits really well, especially when your jeans aren't that big. This can help make sure that they stay in the right place without really putting too much effort in getting them tailored. Nothing I hate more than finding a very pretty belt but then realizing that you don't have a size or it doesn't fit. The nice thing about this is if you're able to puncture holes yourself, then you can actually buy any belt you like and get away with it. So what I'm going to show you guys today is exactly how I go about punching holes in belts. It's not the most foolproof method, but it does the job and it does it really well. What I use for this is a sharp needle, quite thick needle. I used a lighter, and I also went and used a screwdriver just so that I could make my hole neater and just a little big, like just big enough to do the job for me. So basically with this process, what I did is after making my marking, I warmed up the needle so that I could kind of pierce through the belt. Nice thing about this belt is that it's plastic, so it really does, heating up the needle really makes it easier to punch a hole in. Then what I did is after I kind of established the gap, I put my screwdriver on the stove and I made it as hot as I possibly could. I think you should be very careful with this. And then I kind of slowly and gently try to punch it in the same hole, kind of making the hole big enough for the belt to fit through. The hotter the screwdriver is, the neater it is, and you should also take your time. I tried this process already before and it kind of came out a bit weird, as you can see with the other hole, but if you take your time and you do it very gently, then you will not make a mess. Don't forget throughout the process to kind of go back and put the pin thing in this hole to see that it actually fits. This sounds very dodgy, but don't mind my nail as well. I'm so sad it broke, but we are continuing. I ended up using my scissors just to neaten up the work that I did. It's better if it's sharp and if it actually cuts, so you don't ruin what you've done. Also, let's say hypothetically you found a very pretty belt in the kiddie section. I mean, You can kind of make the belt bigger as well. I obviously made my belt smaller and I really like the way it came out. I just really think that you should be very patient and very gentle when you do this process, just so that the hole doesn't ruin the belt. Obviously this is not like the best thing to do. You could go and get it done, but sometimes, you know, you just need the belt now and you want to do it now, so it's the best way to go about it. Next, we have my most favorite trick. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. You need to know how to do this. Honestly, sometimes your pants is not that big as well and you don't want to wear a belt with it. This is an easy way of just making sure that we kind of make it a little bit smaller so that it just fits a little bit more snug and we are ready to go without the belt. And then for the more stubborn jeans that don't like to fit around any snatched waist, we have a very easy tip that I like to share with you guys. This is basically adding an elastic into your denim so that it kind of fits, it joins you on the journey. And I'm just going to show you guys how you do that. All you need is two safety pins, a long bit of elastic, and a pair of scissors. So with most denim jeans, there is a gap that you can kind of work with and put an elastic into so your jeans can fit. What we're going to do is we're going to remove the label first, and then we're going to check if we do have that gap in our jeans, and then we're going to go ahead and make some markings. The first thing I suggest you do is putting your pants on and measuring how much of the jean needs to go away so that it can fit really nicely. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make 2 incisions, an equal space apart from the middle, on either side of the back of the denim. And this is going to be obviously governed and guided by how much of the jean needs to go away so that you can have a snug fitting jean. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make incisions now. Please make sure that you're only cutting the inside of the jean and not the outside. You don't want the elastic to show on the outside of the jean, so just make sure that you're only touching the inside of the jean. Okay, so now that that's done, you want to kind of get the elastic in the denim and in this gap that you've created. What you're going to do is you're going to take one of your safety pins and you're going to put it as shown in the video and kind of slot it through the 2 gaps you've made. Once you've pulled the elastic through this gap, you're going to take that safety pin out and you're going to just kind of pin it onto the pants now, just so that it doesn't move. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and take the elastic and pull it very hard so that it kind of makes a gather at the back of the jean or in the space that you've created. And this gather is basically what is making your jeans a little bit smaller. Before I cut the elastic, I kind of made sure that I had pulled just enough to make the jeans fit, and I think you should do so too. Once that is done, you can go ahead and cut your elastic and neaten up what you've done. But for the most part, that is it. Now all you need to do is try it on, girl. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my exquisite 2 cents for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I really hope that it works for you guys. I would like to hear your feedback, and please do not hesitate to give me that, and keep in touch on the socials. But for now, guys, I'll see you later.